See, documentary's about to get into it, y'all. What's up, y'all? How's it going? See, documentary's about to get into it. Y'all know smear campaign / target individual. Y'all know what's up. I'll tell you about my job, Tosca. I'll tell you what happens to me. Basically, bully 24/7, stalk, stares, isolation. Y'all know how this goes. Okay. I want to tell you when I told y'all what was going on. I mean, it's a remote neural monitor. It basically lets them know a signal that lets them know where I'm at all the time. That's how they know where you are. Target individuals. Let me tell you that. First thing. Second thing, there's stages to how they do this. I am a whistleblower. A whistleblower is somebody that gives away the game, and they don't like that. So that's why there's no reason why they target you. So that's what I am. At Tosca, I get the same thing. Like I told y'all, the phases. Y'all know the step 1, 2, and 3. So what they do is they stare, they stalk me, and then they wait for my mouth to move because they want to make me crazy. Unfortunately, I mean, between the cars and all that, hell, anybody be crazy by the time you get done with it. I mean, hell, after all that, I mean, anybody's gonna be crazy. Okay, I want to tell you there's a supercomputer. Like I said, it's run through a satellite, right? And it gets a signal and it lets people know where you are. I'm gonna tell you that's how this works. Then on top of that, I want to tell you that it's a supercomputer. You can't outrun it. That's one of my pattern. I told you I'll turn a different way. Maybe that'll help. No, there's no outrunning this pattern. This is a super smart computer. There's no way you're gonna outrun them because somebody will find you. And there's people. So, and if you've been accused of being out of your mind, it's crazy, they will find you. You can change up your pattern all you want, they still will find you. It will not make no difference. You can't outsmart this thing because it's already set up. It's set up for failure, to be honest with you, because if you do it the way they're doing it, the supercomputer's going to outlast you anyway because, like I said, it already knows what you're going to do because your brainwaves, your pattern is what it falls off of. So that's why the people my mom always tell me get a Bible. A Bible will keep you calm because you need to be calm because, like I said, it's reading your thing, I guess I want to say your brainwaves a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So if you're already having like negative thoughts, in your mind, they're going to feed off of it because they feed off fear. Fear is what puts you in this place to begin with. So they feed off fear. They need you to fear. They need you to, like I said, you need to be bonkers because the thing about it is they need you to react. And I gotta tell you, the people in the corners I used to see all the time, I used to focus on them. I don't focus on them, but that's what that makes them mad. So then they get other cars to drive up fast as they can to see my face because I'm not reacting to them, and it shows you I'm not playing the game. So they get mad because they have to see a reaction from you. There's no way they have to see your face. I don't know what the deal is, but they got to see your face to see something and make sure that you're on schedule, that you're on this game, that you're on this pattern. Like it's a pattern every time. They know where I go. The whole thing I can tell you to do, target individuals, is do something spontaneous because spontaneous gets them because they're not aware, they're not expecting you to do that. They want to put you in so much fear that you don't go nowhere, that you don't do anything, that you're isolated and you feel alone to the point where, like I said, you can't outrun a computer. I don't care if I went somewhere else, it'll be the same thing. You can't run a supercomputer. You can't beat it. Like I said, they want to put you in fear to the point where you don't do anything. Personally, be honest, that they don't want you to do. Like I said, it's a pattern, and they follow your pattern. That's why they know where I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do before I do it, and where I'm at. It makes sense. It's a supercomputer that tells and reads your brainwaves, and it's gonna tell you exactly what I do. And there's a pattern, they're gonna follow it. Without no pattern, the computer cannot follow you. So that's why they need you to do this. So at Tosca, I get bullied by Andrew, James, and Lila, and it's 24/7. Aaron, the boss, too. All of them. They all do the same thing, waiting for me, waiting for my mouth to move. Each station, whether I'm doing pulling tomes off the thing I told y'all, now I'm doing stacking, they still do the same thing. I get it all day long. I mean, 24/7. It's been this is like my second check. So I've been there almost about every 2 weeks, almost about a month I've been there. So they do it all the time. So if they do find something, here's how this game works. I'm gonna tell y'all how this works. Here's the fun part of this game. This is the downfall of this game. If I call them out on it, then they're all going to stay away from you and isolate you to the point where you can't do anything, right? That's how that works. If they catch anything on you, they're going to isolate themselves anyway from you. Even though you get it in the cars, you get it at work, you get it everywhere else. But that doesn't matter. Like I said, if they catch anything, they're going to run with it. And that's how this works. And trust me, if I tell you McLean's next door and they're doing the same thing in the trucks, they're going to run and tell everybody they know too. It'll be the same thing. And this is the way the game works. If they do catch something and I get mad about it and then I start talking to the boss, he's going to pretend like he doesn't know what the hell's going on, of course. And what he's going to tell me is, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. He's going to bullshit me. I'm going to tell you right now, Aaron's going to bullshit me. I can already tell you right now how this is going to play out. And then when I want to quit, they're going to let me quit, of course, but they're going to butcher my name out there and they're going to slander my name. And I can tell you right now, that's how the game works. Is it fair? No. And like I was thinking about it when I told Andrew, I was like, I was mad at him because he was doing the same thing. He's supposed to be my friend, but I see, in this game, if everybody else is doing it, he's doing it too. I don't know if he's being coached to it or whatever, but he's doing the same thing they do. So what made me mad was he was like, we can go to HR, if you have a problem, we can go to HR, you can talk to him. I'm going to go to HR talking to you for staring at me. For the person that put me on. That sounds retarded. I can't do that. All that I can do is hit you. And you don't want me to do that. You want me to get caught so then there's no violence or nothing and y'all can roll on your game. That's what it is. And if I do, it makes me look crazy. Like I said, the goal is to humiliate you to the point where your name is slandered. But what I can't figure out the most is, I'm going to be honest, target individuals, I can't understand why now? Why so aggressive? Everything's more aggressive than it's ever been before, and I don't understand. Usually I do normal routine, you flag me down, whatever the hell y'all do, and y'all call it a day. But now you're doing other things, and I don't understand why the tactics are so strong. And I can't figure that. That's the part that's the mother of all rules I can't figure out. Usually, it's the usual routine, blah, blah, blah. Follow me around, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Drive by, cars come by, people come by. They all look, it's all the same stuff. It's all the same shit. But now, I don't understand why the pressure is so strong. I just don't get it. That's the part I can't understand. So, and yes, if somebody says I'm whining again, yes, I'm whining, I guess. But I want to let y'all update y'all what's going on and how this plays out. So, there's no secret, and, and if anybody does hear about me, something, in Tacoma or Lakewood, Washington, whatever, they hear something bad about me, like I said, I've been tortured for what? For almost a month with this stuff, trying to catch my mouth moving. And that's when we don't get work done. So at the beginning of the day, we put plastics, cover up the totems. So here's what we do. They waste their time trying to watch my mouth so we don't get shit done. So then we go to doing totems. They say, okay, we're missing a man down. We're going to work harder today. That's bullshit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to basically have you work hard while I try to see if your mouth moves. So that's how that works. That's the first station, taking off the tags off the totems, right? Second station, here's how we bullshit again. I do stack. I stack them up, put them once and the others on the other side, right? Boom. Watch me. So we waste time all fucking day. That's what we do all day. And I just laugh because we waste time trying to follow and see if my mouth moves, then getting work done. But then you want to come at me and then go, oh, hey, man. And the boss made me mad. He pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. He was talking to me. And I was just mad because this doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to y'all. Okay. You're telling me you want to get stuff done. Our numbers are not coming up and we're wasting a lot of time. But you have watched my mouth 24/7, almost a whole 8 hours of my, 8 hours of my day, waiting for my mouth to move on camera. And when you're out there, whenever you do come out. And your crew does the same thing. And you're telling me we're wasting time. That's when I get irritated because I think it's retarded. If y'all didn't waste time so much trying to look at my lips and see if I'm crazy or what I'm supposed to be, if you would just focus on what you're supposed to be focused on and work, like you said, right? Then we would get more done. But it's not going to work that way. And I can't call them out on it because they'll just bullshit me. Like I said, they'll lie, they'll gaslight. Like we said, gaslight. And they'll put me right back where I was at Manicare. They'll be the same routine. And that's how this works. Is it true what I'm saying? Of course it is. But if I call them out, that's what they do. So I sum it up for y'all. This is the way the game is played. So anyway, you still lose one way or another. Because if they get something on you, they're going to run with it. You call them out, okay, they're going to pretend like none of that shit happened. Of course they are. He's crazy. Nobody's not going to believe him anyway. He's the most crazy guy on earth. Come on. Nobody's not going to believe you. So it wouldn't even matter if I called him out on it. And then, like I said, if you do, You do get at somebody, okay, here's how it goes. Like I said, you get isolated from it. And then the group isolates you, and so they still do the same goddamn thing. It won't make no difference. They'll find other ways to do the same thing, just sneakier. So there's no way you come out on top. All that I can tell you is just, I say pray, of course. I tell everybody pray every day. I pray before I get up. I pray when I'm in there. I pray when I go to the bathroom. I even try to stall sometimes. I go to the bathroom and try to wait because I already know what they're going to do. We're going to waste time in bullshit. The first 30 minutes of our shift, covering totals, we're going to waste time. They're going to waste time on me, and they're going to just follow me around all day goddamn long until it's time to start tearing off the stickers. And then we start tearing off stickers, then they're going to pull up in their forklift, drop the stacks off, and then they're going to wash me as much as they can. And then when I start restacking, they're going to do the same thing. And it wouldn't matter where I went. It'll be the same thing. It does not matter. And I can't, like I said, I can't explain that to nobody because it's hard. Like I said, when you've been accused of something, everybody wants to see if you're talking to yourself. So if you're a quiet person, they're going to try to take advantage of it. You fight, okay, like I told you. They're waiting on it. Like I said, this goal of this game is to destroy you. Destroy your image, slander you, so then people will humiliate you. Like I said, not kill you, but humiliate you to the point where you're nothing. Do they care how they get it? They don't give a damn how they get it. I mean, they play the dirtiest game I've ever seen in my life. And it's not even, it's not even a fair game. Like I see if you caught somebody and, regular caught him. But no, they got to do the dirtiest tricks ever just to get something out of you. They will go low. I mean, lower than anybody I've ever seen in my life go. It's just the stuff you see they do. You'd be surprised how when you're a target individual, how people do the lowest things to get what they want. And you get, like I said, you can see what they're capable, what they're really able to do, what they're capable of. And you see the true them. So I'm hoping I'm explaining that because, like I said, I've been bullied for God knows how long, almost about a month now since I'm doing the job. Like I said, I can't quit because I would have quit by now personally because I know what I know. And it's irritating because you can't tell somebody to work harder and then you got assholes trying to wait for your mouth to move when you're supposed to be working with your workers. But they're doing the same thing everybody else is doing. So how are you supposed to work hard? You see what I'm saying? So you'd be frustrated because you're like, okay, fuck. Okay, 5 minutes, and then, a few minutes later, check your face. A few minutes later, check your face. A few minutes later, check your face. And then you move to the side. Somebody else is going to move to the side. You go right, somebody's going to go right. You go left, you're going to go left. And it's just so retarded. And you're going to watch this and you're going to be like, okay, how do you get anything done? If you call them out, then you're going to call everybody out. And then they're going to isolate you and they're still going to do the same goddamn thing. And if you fight after you say everybody's doing it, then they're going to say you're crazy. And that's how they're going to milk this. Because then after that, you look ridiculous. Even though it's true, just like it was like I was telling y'all about my stuff outside. And I told you, if I took a picture of everybody doing it all day long, I would never get anything done. I would never get nothing done because it would be all day long. And it draws more attention to you. That's what they want you to do. Like I said, they want you to pay attention to the show. It's a theater to me. I call it the theater because it's a show. It's set up for you. Like I said, they want to see your reaction. They got to get a reaction. But they're following your pattern. And that's why I kind of tell people when I said that about the story is true. They're following your pattern. Target individuals. That's why they do what they do. It's a pattern to it. That's the only way the smart computer can line up to what's going on with you. It does by a pattern. That's where they're able to do what they're doing. So I tell you, target individuals, be spontaneous. Let's say you're going to go to Walmart. You go, I'm going to Kmart. Go there. Go somewhere different. Change it up. Because they wouldn't know what to do because they don't know how to react because you're not following the script. Everything has to be planned to a script. And I really do believe that. Everything has to be planned. That's the way the computer works. It reads your brain waves, like I said. That's the only way you're going to defeat the chip, I feel like it. I call it the chip in the brain, whatever people want to call it. Remote neutral monitoring, whatever they call it. But the only way to defeat it is to confuse it. But you cannot win by trying to outsmart this thing. I'm going to tell you, there is no outsmarting this thing. Because people, like I said, the way the program is set up, it's set up for they already know what you're going to, before you're going to, they have everything worked out. So they're 10 times faster than you. It's a computer. It's a smart computer. So they're already 10 times faster than you. So there's no way you're going to outsmart it. All I can tell you is there's 3 choices for you. You either, play the game. And you just either play the game and just don't say nothing, stay to yourself. Not stay to yourself, but you don't give them what they want. They want the reaction. They want you to get mad and angry. They have to see you angry because they want the story to stick so badly so then they can target you more and more and bully you. They want to humiliate you. And any way you look at it, It'll happen that way if you, like I said, if you try to play the game. Don't do it that way. Don't play the game because there's no way. Like I said, if you got moves, just like I just explained my whole Tosca thing, I explained both ways to y'all how this will play out, one way or another, if I came at them. And this is how it would play out. I promise you to God, they will do exactly what I just told you. All of them will, and it will not make no difference. And they will lie their asses off. They'll pretend like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I'm just out of my mind. Like I told you. When you've been accused of being bullied, of being talking to yourself, whatever, you're supposed to be crazy. Like I said, everybody wants to know why, and they don't care how they get it. And that's why I said the game will be like I just told you. Those three scenarios is going to happen sooner or later. They might get something on me, and it might happen just like I told you. I feel like it's going to be the one where I talk to Aaron. He's going to tell me he don't know what the hell's going on. He's going to play stupid and retarded like he don't know what's going on. Then after that, I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to be like, hey, I want to leave because, I'm getting bullied, which I already know. Which he's going to pretend like he don't know what the hell I'm talking about, act like I'm out of my mind. Then I'm going to leave, and then it's going to start it up again. It'll start right back like the manicure. It'll be the same thing. A whistleblower. Like I said, it's the same stuff. I call you out, they're going to lie. And I can look you dead in your eyes and tell you when exactly you're going to stare me down, and I can tell you when on my hand. Does it matter? No, you're still going to do it. So that's how this game works. And like I said, call HR for what? For staring at me? Come on. They're going to need something better than that. Somebody did something violent. They didn't touch you. So, like I said, the game is not to play the game. That's why I tell people, do not play the game. Don't fall for the theater reactions. Don't fall for the stuff in the cars. Continue to do you. I say listen to music and zone out. Do not let their little, stalks and stuff bug you. Go wherever you're going to go. Go do whatever you were going to do and do it. Because, like I said, you might as well. I mean, people already know who you are anyway, and they're going to treat you the way they're going to treat you anyway. You got to keep moving. But like I said, the goal is to keep you isolated and alone to the point where you're just done. Like I say, either you're humiliated or you're suicide. There's no other option. Like I said, or you don't play the game. And don't play in the game is the best answer for you. It's the long haul. It really is the long haul. When they say it's the long haul, they mean it's the long haul. That means you're going to have to just buckle up. You're in for a long ride, because people are not going to stop until they get what they want. And do they care how they get it? No, they don't care how they get it. But there are rules to this, like I said, and I told y'all, they don't harm you or touch you. That I've seen so far for me, my gang stalking. And gang stalking is, just people just, set up shop, and then they come over there and then they watch you and observe you. It's all planned out. And they get paid to do this. And then you got people that just, doing it because they heard from somebody, somebody flashed a badge to them and told them, hey, look, this is blah, blah, blah. This guy is blah, 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 blah. And they do it anyway because of that. But like I said, if the neighbor's not in, they'll put them in on it too on the game. Like I said, the goal is to get you in fear and to react and to stare at what they got going on. They want you to pay attention. They want you scared because fear is what puts you in this predicament anyway. Because like I said, like one girl said on there, and I think she said it true, just raise your frequency because your frequency is low. So they'll, you got to raise it, and they'll keep doing it. Like I said, they'll do as long as they can. So what you got to do is be able to think, don't worry about that, and zone them out. Because if you don't give them no ammo, they have nothing to run on. Just like a smart computer, like I told you, just like I said about this, the same thing as I said about the people is the same thing with the computer. You know what I'm saying? You just do something spontaneous, the computer's not going to know what you're doing. Like I said, the pattern. If you don't follow the pattern, they don't know what's going on. They're not going to know because everything's a pattern and they follow a pattern. And that's how they know. I mean, that's how they, predict what you're going to do because they follow the pattern. So like I go to the corner store every time, they know every day. They always know to be out there at the same time or whenever I go out there, or they'll show up right after I get there. There's a pattern. They know a pattern. Now, if I decide to go to Target today, that'll be a different thing. That might change the pattern up. You see what I'm saying? Because that was spontaneous. They didn't know I was going to do that. So when you do spontaneous stuff, it throws the program off. And they don't want you to get more out there. They want you to keep confined. They want you to keep doing what you're doing. So that so that you get afraid and you're in fear. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to get to y'all. That's the whole point of it. Y'all pray for me out there at my job. I'm still getting bullied by, like I said, Andrew, James, Lila, and Aaron. All of them at one time. And McLean next door. It's just sad, And like I said, they're not bad people. It's just, when you've been accused of something, everybody will do the same thing. And it does not matter what you tell them. Like I said, I can call them out all day long. They will lie their asses off all day long. I fight you. Okay, that's one. Like I just told y'all, that's one. Now you got three or four people doing the same thing that person just did. And you can't fight everybody. Like I said, you'll be fighting all day. And then you go to jail, then that's proving their point anyway. You're supposed to be crazy anyway. So you don't win. So there is no win scenario you think about other than just you gotta let it play out. And unfortunately, the hard part is, I don't like that stare stuff. I like to punch you in the face. I don't like that junk. I hate that junk with passion. Because I usually just knock somebody's fucking head off. That's just the way I roll, just being the G that I am. But in this game, you can't do that because it does you no good. And like I said, it doesn't help you in the long run. And because you want these people to see that you're not crazy and maybe there's some hope for you. So that's why when I was used to, I tell you, giving people the finger when I was driving, I realized that's stupid. It does me no good. Because like I said, they want you enraged, they want you angry. Because like I said, you're supposed to be crazy. So they want to see you do something crazy. And putting the finger up just makes them more aggressive. You don't want people to be more aggressive to you. You want them to think, hey man, this guy's crazy, but he's not doing anything. I'm going to let him be. I get tired of this guy. That's what you want. I really tell y'all that. You want them to leave you alone, right? So just ignore them. That is the best bet I can tell people out there for target individuals. And like I said again, I'm going to say this again because I don't want nobody to ask me a stupid question again. I do not know when this ends. Again, I do not know. I'm going to say it again 1,000 times. And yes, I'm probably whining. I'll put that out there again one more time. But I'm trying to give people good advice. And yes, I do not know when this ends. I guess it ends when it's supposed to end. I think it has an expiration date, and I think when somebody else comes into place or somebody else gets into the scenario, they run with that. But until then, I'm it. So, and this is what they do. And it sucks because you can't even defend yourself. There's no way, and if you tell anybody, it doesn't matter. If you're going to get, somebody's not going to believe you for staring and stalking, and nobody's not going to believe nothing you're saying. Like I said, that's why it's so unique, because nobody's not going to think about that. Like, okay, they looked at you, so what? It's no harm done. But when somebody stares and stalks you and invades your privacy and your space 24/7, all day long, and then all day long and all day long, I mean, you kind of be irritated. And people wouldn't understand that in that way, because they'll say I have a thought, they'll run with it. They don't care about how. Like I said, the goal is to make you look crazy, unfortunately, and to slander your name, so to the point where they can confirm that you're crazy. And that's what they need. So that's why they do what they do. And I mean, I'd rather them just be done with it and just say I'm crazy so we can move forward and y'all can leave me that alone. But unfortunately, it wouldn't work that way, because if they do find anything on me and they do use it, which probably might happen. I mean, I'm only human, I got thoughts like everybody else. So if you have a thought or something, let's say they run with it, I would not be surprised. So this game, the way it's played poorly, and it's not played fair. Like I said, they play the dirtiest ever. Like I said, the game is when you die. Like I said, the supercomputer versus you. And like I said, you can't win the game by playing it that way. The only way you can win this game is don't play. Don't look for people. Don't look for them. When you see them out there at the theaters, don't pay no attention to it. I don't care what's going on. Don't pay no attention to it, because they need you to pay attention to it, because that's on that gives them fuel. If they have no fuel, they can't do anything. They need fuel. That's the only way they can do this stuff to you. And like I said, this is what, this is how they get their jocks off, or whatever you want to say, or how they want to attack you, is by your reaction. So don't give them no reaction. Don't give them nothing. Pretend like you don't know what the hell's going on. That's what I do. Because if I give them a reaction, that's all they want anyway. They want me to get mad. They want me to get angry. They want to see me talking to myself. They want to see me just going crazy, even though I feel like they've done everything you could think of, God knows, in this world to make you crazy, to the point where you would be crazy because of the things they've done. But, there's nothing you can do about that. So I want to tell y'all, don't play the game. Just do whatever you're going to do. But be spontaneous if you do see the cars following you, or you have cars and stalks and all that kind of stuff when you go out. Change the pattern up. Be spontaneous about certain things, because it throws them off guard, and they're not expected for that. Like I said, everything has to follow a pattern. That's the only way they can keep you in this system. So, and if you do have the MK Ultra, whatever it is, remote neural monitor, whatever the hell it's called, whatever I have, I want to say, try to keep positive thoughts. Try to find things to keep you occupied, like books, drawing, video games, whatever you can find, anything that keeps your mind off this stuff that they're doing, because they want you to think about this stuff. And when you think more and more and more and more, then you come negative. And like I said, the brain waves the signal, lets people know that you're a negative response, and they're going to take advantage of that. They don't care how they get it. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all people to understand. They don't care how they get it. You see what I'm saying? So what you got to do is keep your mind positive. Like I said, I'll draw all day if I have to, play a video game, whatever you got to do it. Because, like I said, if you don't do it that way, like I said, you're just gonna explode. And when you explode, they're gonna take full advantage of it because they want you to look crazy. They want to confirm it to people, so it's everywhere. So then you feel humiliated, and then you, like I said, you crawl up in fear, and then you go home, and then you're like, you don't want to work, you don't want to do anything, and that's what they want you to do. So then you don't come out, and then you're in your ball. That's the goal. This is to humiliate you. And if you don't want to be humiliated, I say don't play the game. I don't care if they say you see red all day. Ignore the red. Ignore the hell out of it. Pretend it doesn't exist. If you hear firefighters and you hear fire truck, you hear cars, police sirens everywhere, and that's your attack on it, pay no attention to it. Because they want you to focus on them. You have to focus on them. They have to get your attention. That's the only way this game plays. If you give them nothing to run with, they have nothing. So I would tell the vendor, but it is the long haul. Don't get me wrong. This way is the long haul. But I don't see you beating this game no other way. Like I say, either that or suicide. And I don't see no other way of you coming out on top. There's no way. Because like I said, if it's a supercomputer, it can already predict what you're going to do. It's got like, I feel like playing chess. It's already got the move set up before you even do it. So you don't even have a chance on the board. You can't even get nothing going. Because they've already know what you're going to do already. I mean, they already got all the moves set up in advance just in case you change your mind and go different things. Just like I told you my work job. I usually go, a certain way, and I always go. I figured I'd change it up that day. I thought I could confuse them. Still did something else. Didn't work. Tried another way. Still had the same thing. And they found a way to get right back on those same blocks, right in line, and all the cars lined up right on point. I said, man, I feel like it's just like the Truman Show. Like he's like, oh, what do you know? Free space. And he's like, oh, it's free now. And then he's like, oh, there's the cars. Randomly out of nowhere that weren't even there. And that's the way it works. It's just like the Truman Show. So the only way out of this game is not to play. Except for Truman, he escaped through, going through, where he went in the end, the boat and then the blue screen, and then he got out. But I want to say for us, the best way is the long haul is do not play the game for target individuals. And it's time. It really is time. Time is the best way to defeat them. That is the best advice I can give right now that I can think of that can save you. Past that right there, there's nothing. There's no other way you win, because any other way you're gonna lose. Like I said, they've already got 10 moves ahead of you, so there's no way you can predict all this stuff. No matter what you do, and there's no way you're gonna be outsmart smart computer. There's no way. Don't even try. It's a waste of time. Like I said, it's a satellite link up to you, and your brain waves. And there's something that we took, that we ate, that has something in it that basically connects us with whatever's going on to it. I have no idea what the hell it was. But whatever the case is, it's connected to us in some kind of form. And that's how people know where you are. And I got to say, when you do go through this, first thing, don't react too much. Try not to react. Because like I said, they want you to be mad. They want you to get angry, like I told you. And furious and mad. They don't care how to get it. Like I said, the results is to make you look crazy, because they want everybody to hate you, because then you're an easier target, and they can just pounce on you anytime they want, because they already confirmed you're crazy, right? So then they can just pounce on you whenever they feel like it. I mean, there's no guard. Just like I was telling you, see a psychologist, it'll be the same thing as target individuals. I'll tell you again, you see a psychologist, they're going to put you in, they're going to clear you insane. And it's not going to matter what you say, what you tell them, and you can give them all the information you want. It will not make no difference. They're going to clear you insane, and then they're going to still target you more. So there's no way like I said, there's no way out of this game. Like I told you, it's just not to play. I am disappointed in my workers at Tosca. I got to say, I'm disappointed in all of them. But I can understand, my name's out there, this is what they know. So they're going to do it. But, I mean, imagine every day, 8 hours a day, somebody does this to you. 8 hours, stalking and staring you down all day. And then you get back in and then they do it again. And then they do it again. And they do it again. And they do it again. And then no matter what you say, like I said, you call them out. I already told y'all what the predicament is. It does you no good. You get isolated, and then they're still going to do the same goddamn thing. Right? I told y'all that. Right? You get mad about it, right? Okay. They're going to pretend like they don't know what you're talking about, and they're going to play stupid. Right? So, and then plus you don't want to be isolated. Like I said, if you isolate from everybody, that does not give you a chance for them actually praying to God. They just leave you alone. They're gonna mess with you more because now you're isolated. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna pick at you anytime they want to because now you did it. Trust me, I tried it at Item House. I tried it. I called one guy out. I was ready to punch him in his face. We got into it, and like I said, I couldn't work with him no more. As soon as I did that, I tell you, I put it on everything. As soon as I did that, more people start doing the same thing he was doing, and it just intense more. That's why I said if you attack and you call them out on it, okay, this is the repercussions of that, because now they'll do it more, because like I said, in their eyes, you're hiding something, and they're gonna attack you more and more and more. And you're going to be like, fuck, man, that's why I went through that one person. That's why I got in a fight with him. I'm trying to end this, and move on. No, you can't. That's why I said you can't call the game off. You got to play like you don't know what the hell's going on and play dumb. And just play the game, as they play the game. Don't pretend like you don't know what's going on. Let them do it. If they're going to stare you down, let them stare you down. If you look left, let them look left. You look right, you let them look right. But don't say anything because it's a waste of time and you're not going to get nothing done, which is sad. Like I said, targeting individuals, you will suffer on your job unless you have a good job already set up in advance. I mean, like where you, like I said, you were so good, but I just can't see anything happening good for you as target individuals when you're working. There is none. Because, like I said, once they know your reputation, it's done. You can't do anything because you're going to be treated like a jerk. Please believe me. But like I said, they'll start a good cop, bad. I call it good cop, bad cop routine. First beginning, they're going to be nice, but they're going to still search you, check and see if your mouth moves. Like I told you, they're going to do the same thing they did to me. They do it everywhere I go. And then once you're nice, then they realize they're not getting anything. Okay, then they'll find other ways, and they'll try other things, other tactics. Like I said, and then once they see see what works, they're trying to see what makes you so crazy. And if they don't find anything, like I said, they got to come up with stuff to make things stick. Because everybody's saying it, so they gotta find a way, and they'll do anything to get it. So, which I'm surprised by now. Tusk could have been declared me and did what they were gonna do already. I don't know why I guess they want to catch me in the act so badly. So, but sometimes I just get tired. I'd be like, man, when is this gonna end? So I document to y'all, and you will lose. I got something else too on this. Your friends and family are not against you as people say they are. When you're targeting a visual, they're not against you as they say. If you're a whistleblower, for me, a whistleblower, so I'm speaking for mine, they're not against you as they say they are. But yes, they will try the same thing as everybody else. Yes, they will. Family, friends, it doesn't make no difference. They all will try. I want to say it's because they know what they know and they want to see if it's true. And if everybody's saying it, they're gonna try to get it just like everybody else. So don't take it too personal. I don't blame you for being mad, because you will be angry about it, because you're going to be like, damn, this is family, man. I'm telling family this, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're thinking in your head. But don't take it too personal, because this is what they've heard from everybody. So there's got to be some truth in it, which they're going to try, because and plus they got nothing else to do because they're bored. Whatever the case is, they'll do it if they're around you. They're going to try. I promise you. And I don't have to even talk to them. I can tell you, when I see them, I already know. I just wait on it, because I wait to see. I even count it down sometimes in my head, like when you see families, like how long before you try, and I'd be like 5, 4, 3, 2. Gotcha. And I can tell you right there, and I can just look and I get sad because I already know you're going to do it. And it's sad because it's supposed to be family and friends that you're supposed to be able to trust. But like I said, when it comes to this scenario and your name's been accused of something, anybody will try. And like I said, they're not going to tell you they did it. Like I said, excuse me, I just got off work. But the goal, like I said, they're not going to say anything because you haven't been confirmed of being crazy out of your mind anyway. So they have nothing to really run on. But they want to see if it's true. And if they can catch something, they're going to run with it. It's just the way it works. So this is C Documentary signing out. I'm telling y'all about my life. I'm giving you the rundown. Yes, I am. If I am whining, I guess as somebody has told me on my thing, I guess I am. But I'm telling you what target individuals go through at work, because some people don't know about the work job, because people think you just jump back in there, start individuals, and go to work, and how it's going to be. And I can tell you the experience for a whistleblower. And like I said, what happens to you is more a good cop, bad cop routine. They will play the part, they will play smooth, and everything's supposed to be nice. But when they can't find anything, then they get dirty with it, and they turn to assholes. And I'm going to be honest, they turn to assholes. And I'm going to be honest. because they're not seeing what they want to see. They want to see you crazy. They want to see you talking to yourself. They want to see you so mad, and then they get disappointed because they're not seeing you do these things that what's been told. So what they have to do is to create a scenario to where you're cornered everywhere, where everybody's watching you and waiting on you just to see if your mouth moves. So it's a pressure game. You know what I'm saying? It's just on you. The pressure's on you because they're watching you, and all day long. And everybody's like, oh, that'd be easy. People think that'd be easy to do. But think about it, you know. All day long, somebody's watching you, waiting on you, your mouth to move, instead of working. That sucks, man. So that means you can be a hardest worker as a target individual, but somebody's going to get treated better than you, or the people around you are going to be treated better because they're not. And they're going to tell you they're working the same hard as you are, and that's BS. If they're watching your mouth, you know, they can't be working that hard as they're supposed to be working. There's no way they can do both. If they got to watch your mouth for the whole 8 hours you're at work, doing this, the shenanigans back and forth, like I tell you, it goes on in Tosca, and then McLean next door does the same thing. Are you serious? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And, you know, and then, I mean, after all the stuff they do to you, I mean, you just think in your head like, you know, if I wasn't crazy, well, damn, y'all damn sure gonna make sure I'm crazy before this is over. I mean, that's what I did to you 24/7. I mean, 8 hours straight. I mean, if your mouth moves, people like this on you, that on your face, waiting on you, you're gonna be pissed. After a little while, you're gonna get tired of that. You're gonna be like, fuck, man, like, what's up? And then you're gonna call people out. And I tell you, I told y'all scenarios on that. It does you no good. And they're gonna gaslight you anyway. Of course they are. They'll have nothing to run with. But once they have something to run with, then like I said, then they're going to isolate you. And then everybody's going to stay away from you. And then they're going to stay away from you. That's what they're going to do. Pretend like you don't exist. And then to the point where you feel bad, right? And then you get tired because you get tired of just being, you know, treated like that, you know. Everybody, you know. And then after that, guess what? You end up leaving. And then it goes right back to where I told you. It goes right back to manicure. It's the same routine. And that's what put me in this predicament to begin with. So, I say, hang in there. Don't fight the fight. I mean, don't play the game. That's all I can say. If you don't, I would say go in there. They already got the bad look already about you. You got a bad, image for yourself already. Like I said, your name's been slandered to hell already. I would say go in there and try to be as nice as you can, because at least that will delay the ambush you're about to get into. You're going to get ambushed. You're going to get fucked. I'm going to be honest on it. You're going to get screwed. But you need to be aware that if you act nicer, niceness kills hatred. And if somebody has a bad attitude towards you, you be nice to them, they don't have nothing to run off of. Now you be mean to them, okay, that's already feeling the fire, because they already know what they know. And you're an easy target. You're an easy mark. So you don't want to do that. What you want to do is be nice as possible, because then it delays. If you can stall the inevitable that you know it's going to happen, stall it. Stall the hell out of it. And like I said, as target individuals, wherever you work at, it will be the same. There will be no difference. If I left that job now and went to something else, it will be the same routine. It'll be different people, but they'll do the same damn thing that the Tosca people are doing. Like I just told you, it will not make no difference. So if you get mad at it, that's fine. But I can tell you this: they'll do the same. The job they'll do the same thing. If you're a target individual, it will not make no difference. It does not matter. People are like, oh, well, I'll just leave, and you get mad. I'll just leave. I said, okay. Now you dip out. Now you go to another job. Now they do the same shit. So now you're going to fight them too? Come on. Like I said, this game is set for failure. Like I said, it only ends if either you suicide yourself or you don't play. There's no other way in this game that I can see. And you're in for the long haul. So it's not just 1 or 2 days and then you might think, things are going to change. No, it might be weeks, it might be months, it might be years. So this is C documentary. I hope I'm not wasting your time. Sorry, my eyes are kind of fading to black here. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm kind of tired. Long day. And I just want to document my day so that's what I know about work-wise, what target individuals go through. That's been a whistleblower, because that's what I am, a whistleblower. Unfortunately, it's not trying to be, just trying to make sense of the goddamn thing instead of fighting everybody all day. So this is C documentary signing out. Holla at your boy.